One of our other questions was, how do you stop rituals during recovery? As we all know, when you're struggling with an eating disorder, rituals are one of the ways that you maintain control. And rituals can be many different things. I'm not really going to get into them just for triggering purposes, but I think that there are some ways that you can work on stopping these rituals. I will say that it is very difficult because a lot of these things are compulsive behaviors that you've ingrained into your mind, and so I would really encourage you to be patient with yourself, that it is going to be a little bit difficult, and there are some books that can help you with this kind of breaking the cycle with OCD and that sort of thing. One of my favorite books on this is called Brain Lock, and I'll link it down in the description. But that one is great. It has 4 steps and it teaches you about the different steps that you need to take to break a compulsion. So I think that that's a really good one to start with. As anyone knows who has struggled with compulsions or intrusive thoughts, it really is very hard to live your life in a mind that feels very rigid, feels very controlled, and feels like you often don't have any control over your thoughts or anything like that. And so I think it's very important to remember that you have to work on it to get a different result. And so in order for these compulsions to go away, they're not just going to go away. They're not going to just, you say, I'm going to stop doing my rituals now, and then they're going to stop, because they're there for a reason. They're providing some kind of control for you. And so you need to learn how to stop them, so that way you can stop the continuous cycle of doing the ritual. And again, it is going to feel like you are losing control at first, but I promise you that you are actually gaining control. You're gaining control back in your life, you're gaining control back in your recovery, and you're taking a step that is going to normalize your eating, which is going to lead to so many other things in your recovery and really in your life that are going to help you. Another thing that definitely helps is labeling something for what it is, and this is kind of spoken about in the Brain Lock book, like I mentioned. In the Brain Lock book, they discuss the importance of relabeling your thoughts for what they are. So relabeling your thought as intrusive. So for example, if you're about to sit down for a meal and you're thinking, I have to do this ritual, I have to do this, get that thought and say, this is an intrusive thought in your head or out loud if you need to, and say, this is an intrusive thought. This is not something that I have to listen to. This is my eating disorder trying to control me and trying to keep its grasp on me, and I do not need to listen to it. And again, it's a lot easier said than done. Saying that is a lot easier than actually doing it. But even if you just start saying it a few times and you don't actually stop the ritual, you're still breaking that pattern a little bit. So I would encourage you to start with that, and then, after a few times of repeating it in your head over and over, then, next time, stop the ritual or delay the ritual or anything that you really can do to break that pattern, because that's going to lose that compulsive feeling that you have to do it in order for you to eat your meal or whatever the case may be. Okay, so those are all of our questions that we had for this one. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like this kind of video. If you have, I'm sure that there's more questions that we could answer, so if you like this kind of thing, let me know, and then we can definitely do more videos with this with more questions. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that below. Check out our blog below for past blog posts, and also our Instagram, which we post on daily. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!